Students, in this video we are going to solve problems from NCERT textbook. The first question is find the 20th term and nth terms of this GP. Now we need to find out the nth term from which we can find out the 20th term. Here, based on the question given, we can say the first term A is equal to 5 by 2 and the common ratio R can be calculated by dividing this 5 by 4 by 5 by 2. We get the common ratio value as 1 by 2. We know that nth term is denoted as Tn and the formula for that is A into R power n minus 1. Here A value is equal to 5 by 2 and R value is equal to 1 by 2. This power n minus 1 is written. So when we simplify it, we are getting this 5 divided by 2 power n as nth term. Now we calculated nth term. Now we have to calculate 20th term. It means that in place of n we have to substitute 20. So T20 is equal to 5 divided by 2 power. In place of n we are substituting 20. I hope you understand this problem. Now we move on to the next question. Find the 12th term of a GP whose 8th term is 198 and the common ratio is 2. In order to find the nth term of the GP, we need value of A and R. If we know these two parameters, we can calculate the nth term value. Hence, in this problem, our aim is to calculate A value and common ratio value. So we will try to find it out. 8th term is given as 198 and the common ratio is 2. Here common ratio value is given as 2 and we need to find out the value of A. In order to find out the value of A, they have given some information that can be used. Here it is given that 8th term of the GP is 198. We know that T8 is equal to 198 and common ratio is equal to 2. T8 can be written as A into R power 7, that is 8 minus 1. And we already know the value of R, so it can be substituted here. And T8 in place of 8th term we are substituting this 192. This A is written as it is. R value is 2. Our aim is to calculate the value of A. Hence it can be written as A is equal to 192 divided by 2 power 7, and from which we can say that A value is equal to 3 by 2. Now we know the value of A as well as R. Now based on it we can find out 12th term. You know that 12th term of the GP can be written as A into R power 11. A into R power 11. A value is 3 by 2. R value is 2 and power 11. When we simplify that, we get 3072. I hope you can easily understand this problem. Now we move on to the third question. The 5th, 8th and 11th terms of the GP are P, Q and R respectively. Show that Q square is equal to PS. In the question it is given that the value of the 5th term is P. We know that 5th term can be written as A into R power 4 with this value is equal to P, and 8th term can be written as A into R power 7 and whose value is equal to Q, and we know that 11th term can be written as A into R power 10 and that value is written as PQ. Yes, sorry students, here it is yes. So yes, now we need to prove that Q square is equal to PS. If you observe the right hand side, we are multiplying P into S. In order to get this expression, we need to multiply first and third equation. So multiplying first and third equation, we get P into S is equal to A square into R power 14, and this can be rewritten as A power 1 into R power 7 whole square, because A into R power 7 is given as Q. So we have proved that P into S is equal to Q square. I hope you can understand this problem. Now we move on to the next question. The 4th term of the GP is square of its second term and the first term is minus 3. Determine its 7th term. In order to get the 7th term, we need the value of A and R. Since we will try to find it out, here it is given as A value is equal to minus 3. If we calculate the value of R, we can find the answer for this question. In order to find this value of R only, this statement is given 4th term, that is A into R power 3. is square of its second term. Second term is written as AR and square. Hence we are writing AR to the power of 2, and then we can simplify this as a square into r square. Our aim is to calculate r value because already we know the value of a, so it can be substituted here and we get the final value of r as -3. Now we know the value of a as well as r, hence we can find out T7. So T7 is equal to a into r power 6. In place of a we are getting -3, in place of r we are substituting -3, power 6 is written. If we simplify it, we get minus 2187. I hope you understand this problem. Now we move on to the next question. Which term of the following sequence is 128? 2 comma root 2 root 2 comma 4 and so on is 128. Now value is given as 128. We need to calculate the serial number. Which term is 128, whether it is 5th term or 6th term, 7th term. So they are trying to they are expecting us to find the value of n. We know that Tn is equal to a into r power n minus 1. Here based on the question given, we can say first term is 2 and the common ratio is equal to 2 root 2 divided by 2. So root 2. Hence from this we can find out nth term as this n value has to be calculated, whose numerical value is 128, which can be written as a into r power n minus 1. So our aim is to calculate this power, this n value. So 2 root 2 into n minus 1, root 2 to the power of n minus 1 is kept as it is. This 2 has been transferred to opposite side, 64. We know that 2 power 6 is equal to 64. In order to make this expression as same base, so we are writing this 2 as root 2 square and then power 6. When we multiply this using exponential formula, we get root 2 power 12. Now these two expressions are same. Numerical value of this expression is equal to this and base are same, means definitely power will be same. Hence n minus 1 is equal to 12, means from which we can say n value is equal to 13. I hope you understand this problem. Now we move on to the next question. For what values of x the numbers minus 2 by 7, x, minus 7 by 2 are in GP. Now these three terms are in GP, means they have common ratio. We will try to find out the common ratio between these two numbers. This number, we know that r is equal to x divided by minus 2 by 7. The same r can also be calculated by dividing this number by x. So since both of them are equal to common ratio, we can say these two expressions are equal. When we do the cross multiplication, we get the value of x. I hope you understand this problem. Students, due to the time limit, I am stopping the video. In the next video, we will continue to discuss geometric progression. Thank you, students. Thanks for your cooperation.